Welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about middle-class money traps. Are you the unwitting victim of these money traps that rob your wealth, causing you to remain stuck in the rat race of the middle class? Failing to avoid these traps is detrimental to your financial health and can keep you dependent on a paycheck. Many people function on autopilot, unaware of these simple actions that are preventing them from creating the wealth they want. It can seem that there's just never enough extra money, no matter how much you earn, to spend in a meaningful way, like investing for retirement or making purchases that are deemed important. Avoiding these middle-class money traps, especially number one, will help you break out of the rat race, so you can financially support the lifestyle you desire. My name is William, and I help teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Number 10. Not knowing what you're invested in. Learning the basics of investing is quite possibly the best thing you can do to ensure you have a comfortable retirement. Because the majority of your assets over time will be the result of interest from your investments. The only feasible way to make sure you're making the right investing decisions for your personal situation is for you to know what you're investing in and the pros and cons related to other options. Listening to friends and family who aren't financially stable or blindly taking the advice of a financial professional is gambling with your future. Just imagine two situations where you invest $10,000 and continue investing $500 per month for 30 years. With a 7% annual return, the total amount would be $682,000. With a 10% annual return, the total amount would be just over $1,260,000. That's a $570,800 difference, which could be what you're missing out on if you're parking your money in the wrong investments. Number 9. Actively trading. Attempting to beat the market by purchasing speculative investments and buying and selling during various market movements is a losing strategy. It is possible for skilled individuals like Warren Buffett and hedge fund manager Peter Lynch to outperform the market. But with investment fees, taxes, and emotions working against you, this is extremely difficult to do consistently. If you can merely match the S&P 500, which will return you an average of 10% annually, you'll be doing better than most investors. Timing the market by selling when the market peaks and buying at the bottom is tempting, but this is also more difficult than it sounds. When people attempt to do this, they become focused on short-term fluctuations instead of keeping their long-term goals in mind, which is what they should be doing. Number 8. Not tax planning. One of the best strategies for maximizing your money is focusing on your largest expenses, such as transportation and housing. But taxes are often your largest expense of all. Because of this, it makes sense to take note of what the rich do and maximize your tax situation so you're not paying more than necessary. There are many ways to legally reduce the amount you pay in tax, which include retirement accounts like IRAs, 401k, and Roth IRAs. Real estate investments are also favorable when it comes to taxes. Mortgage interest, insurance, and expenses help reduce your taxable income, and the property can be depreciated, further reducing your tax liability. How you earn the money is also a big piece to the puzzle. Business owners have many opportunities to reduce their taxable income through expenses and write-offs, while employees are limited in this way. Learning ways to maximize your tax situation by working with a CPA will help you hang on to much more of your income, sometimes 20–30% or more. Number 7. Being unwilling to make changes. If you're not willing to make occasional changes to improve your situation, you could be missing out on huge amounts of growth. It's normal to fear change because people want to be comfortable. They don't want to enter a situation they're unfamiliar with, but sometimes it's necessary for advancement. One example of change is moving to a less desirable location because it will free up enough of your income to help you reach the next step. Or taking in a roommate so you can finally begin to aggressively pay off debt, begin investing, or start a business. Perhaps a new employment opportunity presents itself where you could be paid 20% more than you're earning at your current job. But it would mean a new boss and a new set of coworkers in an unfamiliar location. Number 6. Not buying a house. Buying a home could quite possibly be one of the best investments you make. But you have to be careful. For those who fit the bill of homeownership, this could be a great way to improve your finances. The most recent data from the Federal Reserve shows that the average net worth of a homeowner was $255,000, compared to just over $6,000 for renters. One major reason for this is that homeowners are typically building equity in multiple ways. Their mortgage is paid down each month until it's eventually owned free and clear, and the price of the home is likely to rise. This asset could open new doors down the road, as it could be rented out, it could be sold, and the money could be used for something else. Or the home's equity could be tapped with financing. Furthermore, when you own a home, housing costs remain largely unchanged. Utilities, taxes, and maintenance costs rise slightly year to year, but they remain the same for the most part because the price paid for the house will never change. Not taking risks. Risk is an essential part of growth, and without it, you're going to be stuck in the same place forever. How would you expect to progress in life without taking any risk? Anytime you want to move forward, you must assess the amount of risk and reward to make a viable decision. This could be in regards to getting a new job, changing careers, or starting that business that's not guaranteed to succeed. But if it does, the reward could be life-changing. Making a large switch like this is certainly risky. What if you don't like it? What if the money isn't what you thought? Anytime you invest, your money entails risk, whether you're investing in a home or holding cash. With the threat of inflation, you can limit potential downsides when taking these risks by being prepared in the event things don't work out, such as having sufficient savings set aside or a plan B. Number 4. Spending money because you deserve to. A common mistake people make is buying items or spending money on experiences because they deserve it. They work hard, so they should reward themselves, right? While there's some truth to this, is it really a reward if it's setting you back to a point where you're uncomfortable financially? When you begin earning a reasonably sized paycheck, you might be tempted to spend money on a brand new car. You can finance it, so it doesn't seem like a big deal. You might think you deserve that shiny new car, but carefully consider what it's truly costing you. Is it really a reward for your efforts? If you're stressed about making the payments and it's severely restricting your ability to build wealth, your future self probably won't think so. Number 3. Claiming you don't care about money. A common phrase that a poor person would say is, "I don't care about money," claiming they're fine being broke and exploited by a boss. How could this be true when these same people spend 40 hours or more every single week, 50 weeks per year, and bring home a less than desirable amount of money? The money earned now affects nearly every decision about their life. They live in a home they can afford, not a home they would choose. If money were no object, where do they spend the majority of their time? Working, of course. When someone claims they don't care about money, what they mean is they don't care about having an extreme amount of money from materialistic items. It's fine if you don't care about becoming rich, but caring about money isn't a bad thing. After all, money affects all areas of our lives. Number 2, keeping the wrong career. When students are in high school, they're pressured to choose a career path that will keep them happily employed until retirement. As you might guess, this often results in young adults going into debt for a degree, only to find out their career wasn't what they'd hoped for. Either the money isn't as good as what they'd expected, or the job itself isn't something they enjoy. On the other hand, many young adults avoid the high pressure of deciding on a better career choice. They might become stuck in a low-paying job that won't help them reach their goals. While making the right choice before picking a direction is ideal, it usually doesn't work out this way. That doesn't mean you can't adapt. What if you were able to change career paths and earn double or triple your current income, or even more? Whether you'd like to venture into entrepreneurship or just switch jobs, you can do this by creating an action plan with clear defined goals and milestones to complete it. 1. Thinking. None of these will work for you. One mentality that will never allow you to get ahead is believing none of these principles will work for you. They might work for other people, but they won't work for me. Because it may seem like you just can't dig yourself out of a hole. But there are almost always options based on your truth is, Many of these individuals that claim none of these tips work for them are unwilling to make the necessary sacrifices, life changes, or take the necessary risks. In order to improve a situation, it may require discomfort or an inconvenience. Building wealth is certainly easier for some than others, but using suggestions could lead you to an improved lifestyle. Which of these money traps that keep you stuck in the middle class do you fall victim to, and which are you willing to avoid? It's critical to recognize these behaviors so you can make the proper adjustments. It doesn't take a drastic, life-altering paradigm shift to create your future wealth. Begin avoiding these toxic traps now, and you'll be glad you did. Let me know in the comment what you think about this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel.